It's Thursday, February 15. Welcome to Business Morning. I'm Chimeze Obi-Wagwan. Thank you for joining us. And Nigeria is now one of the top 10 preferred countries for mining, as the federal government now has a regulatory framework in place for the industry. The Minister for Solid Minerals, Fayemi, at the just concluded Kogi Economic and Investment Summit, explains that profit repatriation and duty-free equipment importation are some of the new policies in place for interested investors.
Mining is a highly capital-intensive area, and government, just as the governor of Kogi State has just highlighted, has not paid sufficient attention to investing adequately in the sector, and this has also not triggered the involvement of the private sector enough. The obvious challenge that is not limited to mining, but to every sector that is very long-term in nature, is the misalignment between the electoral cycle and the mining cycle. With the greatest respect to what the governor is doing here, he has maximum 8 years as governor of this state. Mining is not an 8-year business. Mining is a 15, 25 years business. So Kogiites need to give their government in succession the opportunity, if they really want mining to be developed, to take it across a development plan beyond just the cycle of the government that is in office. And the best way to do this currently is to align the roadmap that you want to develop with the economic recovery and growth plan of the federal government. My boss, the Vice President, I'm sure, will be talking about the economic recovery and growth plan in his speech. But what is critical in that are the 3 pillars: investing in your people here in Kogi, ensuring that we become globally competitive, and mining is an international business. So it is one of the areas in which we can begin to see concrete steps being taken on becoming globally competitive and ensuring inclusive growth, so that it's not just paper growth, it's not just the 5–10% that you have. And what are we doing in this respect? Those are the questions you've asked me. First, we have better geodata now. We have electromagnetic maps for the country, which we just launched in South Africa at the Mining in Durban last week. So if you are interested, all you need to do is get in touch with our Geological Survey Agency. But that's the first step. When you get the electromagnetic survey from us, as a private sector investor, as a state, nothing stops you from doing additional geological exploration. And in fact, that's what we'd encourage you to do. Go into joint venture partnerships with a range of specialist organizations and then do more exploration. Kogi has abundant minerals. Gold in the Salu area, iron ore in the Ajaokuta area, of course limestone, coal. You have abundant resources. So there's enough to give you an indication that if you do more exploration, you will find more in the state. But it is not your job to do exploration, I'm afraid. If you want to do it as a state, you have to come to us. We would assist you. But as a private sector player, and that's what we've been encouraging states, in the new roadmap, you can set up a special purpose vehicle. Although the Constitution does not allow you as a state to be actively involved in mining as an explorer or an exploiter, nothing stops you from establishing a holding company, Kogi Investment Corporation, and then have a partnership with Dangote PLC. My advice is take minority share in that partnership. Don't take majority share, because you wouldn't be able to manage it properly. So we are advising on that. We are also providing support. For the very first time, mining has benefited from the Natural Resource Development Fund, courtesy of President Buhari's government. It's never happened before, but now we have access to the 1.68% of the Federation account that goes to natural resources. And this is meant for agri, for mining, and for water resources. But over the last 16 odd years of this being there, mining has never really benefited because government has not paid that kind of attention to mining. Now, we're doing so, and out of the money that we've accessed, out of the 30 billion, we've accessed about 10, and we've put 5 billion in the Bank of Industry for small-scale miners to access. Because 80% of the mining done in this country is done by small-scale miners, the gemstone polishers, the small-scale players, and we feel that they should be part of the business and should be supported. And the regulatory certainty that you also require is something that we're guaranteeing. That if you want to come into mining in Nigeria, we guarantee you duty-free importation of your mining equipment. Government supports that, and we will give you all opportunities. Those who have approached us, we've done that for them. 2, you can own your company 100%. Government would not insist that you give them a percentage in this. So you can also repatriate your profit without any hindrance by government. These are things that are firmed up. And investments are beginning to pay attention. Only last week at the Indaba, Nigeria came into the rank of the most improved mining destination in Africa. And 2, Nigeria has now become recognized as one of the 10 most friendly mining destinations on the continent as well. So when you look at the figures too from the Bureau of Statistics, you will see how mining has contributed to our recovery from recession.
Thank you very much, sir.
The one I would like to end up with, which I know is of interest here, is Ajaokuta. Everybody wants us to talk about Ajaokuta. The governor has never allowed me to rest on Ajaokuta. Every time he sees me, he would always raise issues around Ajaokuta. I can tell you that under the leadership of the Vice President, we've been working non-stop on Ajaokuta to ensure that we bring it back to proper utilization for the people. However, it's going to be a long journey. What we've done first is a restoration of the power plant. Ajaokuta has 110 megawatts per power plant that most people are not aware of. And that power plant is coming on stream back to the national grid. 2, a technical audit of the entire plant is going on as I speak to you. 3, the governor said yesterday, he was in Ajaokuta yesterday with the speaker, and he made a very, very emotional statement, but very understandable statement that government has enough money to spend in order to bring Ajaokuta to light. Well, Nigerian government has spent not less than $8 billion on Ajaokuta to date, and we have not seen anything fundamentally change. Do we have those resources in terms of our prioritization? Or should we look for people who are prepared to sink resources into it and then make the place work for Kogi and for Nigeria? That's the question we need to ask ourselves and answer.